Welcome back to Super Mario Sunshine. Today we're going to be finishing off the missions in Gelato Beach, and I think that's about it.
Personally, I'm feeling a lot better today, Tom. Had a good night's rest and feeling good.
Yeah, so let that be a lesson to you guys. If you're planning on starting an LP group, actually try and sleep from time to time.
Well, sometimes you can't really choose when you want to sleep, travel, and all that. Now,
For this particular episode of Gelato Beach, we're going to take down a rampaging Wiggler. As you can see right there, he's just bopping about hither and thither. He's always been a bit of a dick, has Wiggler, ever since Super Mario World, really.
Yep, first game he appeared in, and a bit of a staple in the series now, actually. I think Wigglers have appeared in some form in all of the Mario and Luigi RPGs.
Yes, in Superstar Saga, and yes in Dream Team Bros. I've honestly blocked out Partners in Time, and I can't remember much about Bowser's side story at all.
I've played a bit of the first three and all the way through Dream Team, but I can only really remember the one in Dream Team.
They were in Mario 64 as well, I believe, in Tall Tall Mountain.
Typically, Wigglers are yellow, and they glow red when they get hurt and get rather angry. This one in particular will fire steam out of its nose if you spray it while it's running around.
Well, I don't really blame it for getting angry, because we pretty much torched it in the last mission. You know, turned all the mirrors on it and gave it a wicked sunburn.
Yeah, he was just taking a nap, and Mario comes up in here like, "No, get off the sandbird egg!"
Well, it was nice of him to reconstitute himself, because he pretty much went to pieces.
Quite literally, yes. Now, aside from games, the Wigglers have also appeared in other Mario entertainment. Wigglers appeared as a sort of reference in the Super Mario Bros. Live-action movie. I know we've all blocked that one out, but yes. Wiggler was the name of a taxicab company in that, I believe.
Are you shitting me?
According to the Super Mario Wiki, it was in that movie.
Well, speaking of Wiggler-related vehicles, I'm pretty sure there's a Wiggler-shaped bus in Double Dash on the Mushroom Bridge and Mushroom City stages.
Yeah, which also appears in Mario Kart Wii and 7 in those and similar stages, I believe.
Do you realise we went through that whole mission just citing Wiggler references throughout the Mario franchise?
Gotta have that trivia.
Well, as you see, just find the right sand dune, blow it up, he'll trip himself up, and then you ground pound his belly where the arrow's pointing.
Typically, you can go for those three, or the two different sand dunes. On every time I've gone through that, I've gone to those two same sand dunes. After the second hit, he can climb up the hill, and he'll just run around for a bit. I don't think there's any way to hit him while he's up there, so you just gotta wait for him to come back down. And of course, now we're getting to the one mission that kind of everyone hates when playing Sunshine.
Lord have mercy.
And I get to complain because I don't find any problems with this mission at all. I find it very easy.
Oh, are you kidding me, Spa?
I like the Sandbird. It's another one of the red coin missions that I kind of like, except for the fact that I kind of get all the coins too fast and I just have to stand there for a while.
I bet you like EV leveling in Pokemon as well, don't you?
If by leveling up Eevees, then yes.
Oh, that's so funny, Spa. You took what I said and make a joke out of it.
That's what I do, Tom.
Yes, you're kind of relentless in that regard, mate. Now, it's just a simple run up this hill here. Pay close attention to Mario's sudden burst of speed. Let's just say that'll come in very handy for a race. There it is, folks, the majestic Sandbird. It looks easy. Oh, but just you wait until gravity takes over.
Fortunately, the pieces of the Sandbird don't disappear like the sand platforms in the last part. That would make this a lot more difficult.
So it's just a red coin mission, basically.
It's just a red coin mission. The only really difficult part I find of this would be, like, trying to go for the blue coins if you were doing that. There's also, you know, one-up strewn about, clouds everywhere. But now that I've gotten all 7 of the red coins on the Sandbird, we just kind of have to wait.
Oh my. Getting major flashbacks to the bird Colossus and, well, Shadow of the Colossus.
Now when the sandbird is turning, he kind of goes sideways, like this. And you can get actually a nice view of his underside here, which kind of reminds me of wafers.
Sorry, I'm just kind of seething at this point. With jealousy, little bit of anger, little bit of sadness.
I did actually die on this mission during the Sunshine race that I mentioned before. It was a bit embarrassing after I talked such a big game on this one.
Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
You should see how fucking smug I look right now.
My opponent gamed over on this level.
Slight shades of the red cap place in Mario 64 here.
Yeah, I didn't get very far in 64 just because, as I've mentioned, I don't really like it that much, but yeah, I am reminded of that.
I'll give you a little clap for that, I guess. The clapping's over now.
We're almost at 20 shine sprites, can you believe it, folks?
I really think you should slow down a bit. 1, maybe 0 shines per part is the way you want to go. And every single video should be 10 minutes long as well.
Can't do that, Tom. It's already all recorded.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
And now for this part, we're introduced to Il Piantissimo, which is Italian for the very Pianta.
Really?
Yeah, that's the direct translation. He's basically just a guy who dresses up like the Piantas and wants to be them, but all he wants to do is race, man. He just wants to go fast.
Oh, he's like Sonic Man in Sonic 06. If you ever bother to do the side missions, and if you didn't, I don't blame you, because they're all laced with loading screens. There's this guy who dresses like Sonic, or at least he has like a Sonic helmet with spikes coming out the back, and you have to race him from time to time. It's really weird.
The Piantissimo missions, as I will call them, aren't really that difficult. For the most part, you can go through pretty easily. There's pretty much a straight path. There's actually a little trick that I do up here to climb the hill faster. If you dive and then jump very quickly while going uphill, Mario runs a lot faster.
Nice, nice.
I think what happens is that Mario has a bit of a faster running animation when he comes out of a slide, but while going uphill, that animation keeps going rather than ending. Unfortunately, it doesn't really affect this race, because you have to wait till he gets to the top of the hill anyway before you get the shine. In certain places, it's pretty useful, though.
Man, that was a bit of a one-sided race, even without your fancy run-up-the-hill really quick trick. Would have been a bit more embarrassing if you were able to warp to the finish line like you could in the first Koopa the Quick race in Mario 64. Not that I ever used that shortcut or anything.
Il Piantissimo also appeared in 2 of the Mario Golf games, Toadstool Tour on the GameCube and Advanced Tour for the GBA, but he kind of only appears as a name on the tournament scoreboard, so he doesn't have a character model or anything.
It's like Sora appearing on the Olympus Coliseum scoreboards in Days, I think it was.
Some of the other Mario Golf games have things like that. Like I think in the Game Boy Color one, in some of the tournaments, you could see names like Link or Zelda on the tournament scoreboards.
Oh, back in the day, there were a ton of cross-references and whatnot in Nintendo games, especially Super Mario RPG, although technically that's a Squaresoft one, but still.
Well, Squaresoft taking some creative license there is okay. And now we've gotten to one of my least favorite missions in the entire game, just because of how dull it is.
Dude, are you kidding me? This is fucking serene. Look at this lush, beautiful, pristine water, and you can take all the time in the world to just go around and collect these red coins. You might drown, but you know, that's just one of the liabilities of the job, really.
I know they're going for a really relaxed atmosphere here, but it's just... there's not enough going on to really keep my interest, apart from the fact that I was recording this, so I had to.
Alright, I'm just going to take a few notes here. Sparanda likes the sandbird, hates the coral reef. Fuck you.
Check out this Call of Duty fish AI. Runs away from you.
Shut the fuck up. So how about them fish?
How about them fish? You notice that the red coins stick with the red fish, though. Those are the only kind of fish that are out here. And some places you can find blue fish, which of course have blue coins with them. Some of the easier blue coins to grab in the entire game.
You know what a group of fish is called?
School.
Indeed.
And Mario just got schooled.
I got nothing. I literally have to resort to Google to find, like, the plural of fish or something. And I think the plural of fish is actually fish. Don't quote me on that.
You could say fish or fishes. I've heard both.
A, you're sleeping with the fish. A, you're sleeping with the fishes. It works both ways. Beautiful.
I believe that was the 6th mission, so now we get to chase Shadow Mario.
Wonderful.
And then after we can go check out what that bug-eyed monstrosity is.
It's a ship spar, come on. Although, if you want to get technical, it's a submarine.
It never goes underwater, Tom.
You don't know what it does on its downtime. Why you gotta be such a judgmental asshole? Oh, I love the sandbird. I hate the coral reef mission. That thing can't go underwater. You make me sick!
That is also my job, Tom.
Now, take us through your sick pro strats for this mission, Spore.
Gelato Beach actually has one of the easiest of the Shadow Mario chases because there's so much open space.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, that also kind of allows him to run away very easily, and if he goes off to the left here, it's difficult to keep track of him in the trees. If he goes off to the right and up the hill, it's actually pretty easy to take him out real quick because you can just keep spraying while you're going up the hill.
Okay, and having watched the footage ahead of time, I'm sensing he's going to give you a bit of the runaround. So, here is my last little bit of trivia for this part. Gelato comes from the Italian word for ice cream, and refers generally to ice cream made in the Italian style, the traditional Italian style, and it is beautiful. You ever had any?
No, I've not. I actually didn't know that it was specifically Italian-made ice cream. I thought it was just kind of a special kind of ice cream. That's all I know.
You really shouldn't have been running into a dead end there, mate.
Well, that's when he goes, jumps up and goes up the hill, and that's where you can hit him easily.
Alright, these men can jump. They are jump men.
He's Shadow Jumpman.
Thank you. And that's all the time we have for this installment of Sunshine. Please join us in part 6 for even more references. See you then.